Shalom, shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect, my brothers that are out in the highways pushing this word and this truth in sincerity. In today's lesson, but willing this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But in today's lesson, I'd like to go into the mark of the beast. All right, which the mark of the beast is found in is a prophecy found in Revelation 13 and 16. You had Apostle John, the island of Patmos, received a series of visions of things that was going to take place at the end times, in which we are living in the end times. And one of the things that he saw was men putting a chip, inserting a chip in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay? In their right hand or in their forehead. And he saw that you cannot buy, you cannot sell if you did not receive the mark of the beast. Now you have other congregations, other churches, I'll tell you that the mark of the beast is sin, or the mark of the beast is Christianity, which that's false. The mark of the beast is simply the RFID chip. All right? And they say the mark of the beast is sin. It is not sin. It's impossible, because if that was the case, we all sinned. We all sinned, so we all basically took the mark of the beast if that was the case. But the mark of the beast is not sin. It is sin. You are committing a sin, whether you're onto death by the nuclear fire, if you do take it. But the mark of the beast is a physical thing that will be inserted into your right hand or your forehead, and you don't specifically have to put it there to say you took it. If you took it if you put it on another part of your body, the fact that you accepted it, you're gonna feel that fire. So as you see on the screen, pretty sure all of us brothers know about this. Apostle Tahar made a lesson on it. But we as prophets of the Lord, there's never such thing as too much speaking about the mark of the beast, because this is a future prophecy, and we gotta continue to warn our people, continue to speak on it until it finally comes to pass. Okay? Until it finally comes to pass. So this is from Life State. Now this whole article is good, but I'm on lunch right now, so I'm short on time. So if Lord willing I remember, I'll put the link in the description. I made a post about it yesterday. But anyway, top economists, central bankers are planning CBDC currency implants under your skin. Now, CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency, and this has been all on the news. All right, there's been a lot of talk about CBDC. All right, and like we just read, the currency's implants, they're planning to have it under your skin in a form of what? A form of a chip. A form of a chip that will be inserted in your skin. Okay? In either your right hand or your forehead. Okay, the guy that made the chip, he figured out it was the best place to put it, in your right hand or your forehead, because that's where the most body heat comes from. All right? That's where, the most body heat, okay, comes from. So a central banker reportedly told economists Richard Werner, there are plans to issue CBDCs that look like a small grain of rice to be implanted under the skin. What does that sound like to you? The mark of the beast. A prominent German economist says central banks plan to concentrate central bank digital currencies in the form of microchips implanted under the skin, a technology that would enable absolute government control over personal finances. Because once you take this, you're basically, not only are you giving your homage to Esau and telling the Most High that Esau is your God and you'll serve Esau, but when you take this, you lost all control. You're literally branding yourself. You're literally branding. You're literally branding yourself. You know how you go to these colleges. These colleges are dorms, and I forgot what it's called. The specific name for it. But they have what is it like? I forgot the name, but the group. You have Jake that'll brand themselves and in the group that they're a part of. I say group because I forgot the name. Well, basically, if you take this chip, you're basically branding yourself. You're basically branding yourself and letting bankers own you, which they already own you, but they already own all of us through certifications like the birth certificate and social security cards. But you're literally physically branding yourself in a way where you have no control over your money. You'll have no privacy. If you do something, you say something that they don't like, they can just cut off your chip. If you owe them money, they don't got to send you letters and bills. All right, they'll just take it out your chip. Not caring that you have other bills to pay. Not caring that you have mouths to feed. Okay? If you take this is, you basically kiss goodbye to your life. All right, kiss it goodbye. Kiss your life goodbye. Kiss your privacy goodbye. Kiss garage sales goodbye. Kiss kiss anything that deals with cash, under the table jobs. Kiss that goodbye. Okay, you go to certain places and they'll give you a better discount because you give them cash because they don't get taxed. Well, you can kiss all that goodbye because the scripture says you can't buy or sell. All right, you can't even own a business because this is going to be the new way of buying and selling things. It says, I was taught by a central banker that the CBDCs look like a small grain of rice that they want to put under your skin, said Professor Richard Werner, who devised the now widely used and, according to Werner, abused bank practice of quantitative easing in a recent interview with Ivor Cummins. But like I said, I'm going to skim through this article. You have to think CBDCs as a control system. All right, it's all about control. All right, that's what the bankers want. They want control and power over the people. Okay, that's the end goal. And Aaron Russo told you that with the conversation that he had with Nick Rockefeller. All right. Werner explained, adding that the level of control would be such that our money will no longer be truly our own. So you will have no savings. You have no savings. They're talking about having a basic income where you have a certain amount of time to spend it. If they don't, they take it away. That's what Esau wants. He wants you to obey and he wants you to spend. Okay? Werner, who shared that he has spent time at various central banks, believes such planned implemented CBDCs are a violation of human dignity, adding that central bankers realize this common opinion among the masses is a hurdle. All right, like I said, this is pretty good, but you're gonna have to read it for yourself. But let me read a few more pointers, and then I want to get to the scriptures. Let me see, what was it? Right. According to Werner, its initial phase, CBDCs will be introduced through phone-based apps, as other forms of digital currency are currently used. And our apostles, all right, Apostle Tar has been saying this. You gotta understand, Esau does everything gradually. All right, he's been doing, preparing people's mind to pay with, but to use this system, to be used to this not technocratic, if I'm saying it right, forgive me, system, man. These ways of life. They're getting used to paying with they're getting used to for you to pay digitally. How? All right. First, a lot of people pay with cash, but then they use the card. Okay, the card. Now, if you pay attention to the card, which is like a form of a digital within itself, because if you don't have cash, you have your card, and your money is in your card, so that's a form of it already being digital. But if you paid attention, all right, throughout the years, you first had to swipe your card. Then you had to insert your card, because your card had a chip, so you had to insert it in the machine. Now you can tap your card, making it more easier, making it more convenient for you, right? And now they have already phones. You can pay with your phone if you don't have your card, so you don't have to carry your wallet. Okay, it's called Apple Pay, all right, or Google Pay, where your money is in that system, and you can just pay with your phone. So they're already getting the people used to you paying digitally, man. Esau does everything gradualism, man. And not even with that, same thing with the toilet. When you go to the bathroom, to flush a toilet, there's some toilets that has a sensor that you have to, if it doesn't get up while you stand up, or it doesn't flush, you just move your hand around it. Okay? Same thing when you wash your hands. Okay, you gotta swipe your hand under the faucet in order for the water to come out. Same thing with to get a paper towel. All right, and not just that, these stores where you're able to pay with the palm of your hand. Okay, were you able to? There's a store, I forgot what state it was. I sure know it wasn't in California, but there's this one store that you're able to had a cart, right? And everything you put in that cart, it knew everything that you put in that cart, and you were able to pay for it. Okay? Why do you think they have self-checkouts? Why do you think they have, self-checkouts, and they have stores that you don't even have to check out? You just put everything, and they already got everything, and they already have your information. Once you walk out, you paid for it already. So Esau is getting you people used to paying digitally. Now they're gonna have it where they're gonna insert, instead of it being on your phone, they're gonna have it inserted into your right hand or your forehead. Okay? One last part says he further predicted that central banks will use a carrot and stick approach to persuade people to adopt CBDCs under the skin, starting with generating economic crisis that will induce a demand for universal basic income. And that's how Esau does things. He's going to create the chaos. And our apostles have been telling us this. They've been warning us of these things. How Esau, that the way that he can get the people to take the chip is by creating chaos. All right, and that chaos can come either way. All right, one for sure through economic chaos, where he crashes the dollar. So where you go to your store and to buy a loaf of bread or a 12-pack of water or whatever you usually buy at the store, costs way more than it usually does. To the point where a loaf of bread used to cost $3-4. Now it might cost $50 or $100. I'm just saying, I'm just giving a price. Okay? To where the average citizen would not be able to afford basic needs. They wouldn't be able to afford groceries. They wouldn't be able to afford gas. And what do you think that's going to happen? What do you think is going to lead? That's going to lead to the upwards of the people. People rioting, people looting, people destroying shit, setting stuff on fire, just taking stuff, which is going to indicate and can bring in martial law because of the chaos. All right? And that's what Esau wants. He creates the problem. He sees the reaction of the people, and he already knows the reaction of the people. He already knows the reaction. He already knows what he's going to get out of the people. So he already has that solution. That solution is get chipped. If you want to continue to live your life, you want to continue to go to work, you want to continue to do your daily dues, get chipped. Okay? But we're getting very, very close. So if you say that the mark of the beast is something other than what it really is, which is the RFID chip, and like our apostle says, you're either sold out or you're plain out stupid. Because this is clearly the mark of the beast. But not just stupid, but the Most High has ultimately at the end of the day blinded you. If you can't see this is the mark of the beast. One more thing. I want to also read a comment, right? Go to the comment section, okay? This is a day ago from Ralph. This sounds exactly what the late Aaron Russo, who did the epic documentary America from Freedom to Fascism, said. He warned after getting to know Nick Rockefeller that the end goal of the bankers was to get everyone chipped. It is the MasterCard of control, and sure sounds like the mark of the beast to me. So you have normal people, or people of the world, Edomites, that know what the mark of the beast is. So you got our own people that know they're Israelites, all right, but they don't know what the mark of the beast is. Okay, they think it's something. They think it's a sin or it's spiritual. Nah, man. Well, let's get to it. Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, so Esau is beast. Esau Edom. Okay, he causes everybody, no matter who you are in society, rich and poor. You could be bond, you could be in prison. It don't matter. All right, he's gonna have you take that chip. Okay, to receive a mark. The word mark in the Greek word is charagma, which goes into, which, we brought this out many times. A stamp, imprinted mark, thing carved, all right, and mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand of the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah. Okay, so we know that the charagma is a stamp or imprinted mark. Now this is going to be a little chip. Okay, that's going to be put in your right hand or your forehead. Okay, that's that mark. Okay, and this RFID chip is going to contain all your information, everything about you, your medical history, criminal history, your everything. All right, your banking information. That's how you're going to be able to buy or sell. This is going to be your new way of ID. Okay? So if you get pulled over, Esau ain't going to be asking for no ID. They're going to be asking for your chip, for your hand, so they can scan and find out who you are, man. And with this chip, Esau's going to be able to know every step you take, literally. You're going to know probably your heart rate. Okay? You're going to know where you've been and how long you've been there. And it's already, he already knows through the phone. Okay, through the phone. All right, I notice when I'm on my phone, I go to the gym and I swipe down to, because I log in through my phone. So I notice every time I go to the gym, and sometimes I go at the same time, but other times I usually don't go to the same time. I usually go various times. But I notice every time I'm at the gym, when I swipe down, the suggestions always give me the app, the gym app that I use. Why is that? Because my phone traces me, it tracks my every whereabouts, my every location. Even when you take pictures, like right now, I'm over here by the beach. If I were to take a picture, and later on, if I don't know where this beach is at, I can go to my photos and swipe up on that picture, and I can find the exact location where I took the picture. Same thing with people. When you see people send you pictures All right, you could find out where they at. You know, if they don't turn off that setting. All right, you can say that picture, swipe up. Oh, that's where that person took that picture, because everything's all about tracking. Okay, but phones are always disposable. That's why they want to put a chip in your hand. Okay, a chip in your hand, where it's not disposable. Because once you put it in you, it's not easy to take it out, man. Okay, it's not going to be easy to take it out. But anyway, it says to receive a mark in the right hand or the forehead, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of the name or the number of his name. So you wouldn't be able to buy or sell anything, even if you want to buy a pack of chips. You can't buy that. Go to your local favorite taco truck on Taco Tuesday. They may give tacos out for $1 and all that. Well, you better have that chip if you want to enjoy tacos on Taco Tuesday, right? Same thing with people that have businesses, small businesses. They're gonna have to have that chip, man. And this is gonna be the big testing period for all of us, because we're really gonna have to forsake our life here, forsake everything that we have. Okay, but don't worry. The Lord will take care of us like he said he would. He will keep us from the hour of temptation if we keep the word of his patience. But this time, before I end it, I want to go into the commentary. David Guzik, right? And you scroll down to what the mark of the beast was. David Guzik is an ancient Bible scholar, okay? Not ancient. I mean ancient. I meant a Bible scholar. Not ancient, just a biblical scholar. All right, he calls all to receive a mark. Under the government of the beast and his associates, the government of the beast and his associates, all will be given a mark. Without the mark, one will not be able to participate in the economy. Right, you will not be able to participate without that mark. And that's going to be the test. You know, you wouldn't be able to pay your rent or mortgage. You wouldn't be able to pay for your car, pay your car note, put gas in your car, pay insurance, registration, even tires, you know. And probably you wouldn't be even allowed to drive, because that'll be the new way of ID. So if you get pulled over, you already know how it is. You can't drive unless you have a proof to identify you have a driver license. Okay? So you won't participate in this world. Okay, and it's okay, because this world's coming to an end. All right, this world is coming to an end. Esau's world is coming to an end, and this has to happen. This is why we're so watchful. Us brothers so watchful of these prophecies. All right, because we want to see the end of this place. The best believer, not just us, but the Heavenly Father himself, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They want to destroy this place, but the Lord's bound by his word. And this is why this has to happen. Okay? Because once this happens, it's not like we're going to be here for years. All right? We're going to have just, we're going to be living in the woods or living in a tent, or however the Lord got us in that day for 5 years. You know? Nah, man. Best believe you're going to have World War III. You're going to have Jacob's trouble. Okay? You're going to have all these plagues that the Lord said he was going to bring. And then he's going to return. All right? Like it says in the book of Romans. Romans chapter 13 verse 10. Verse 11. And that knowing the time, we know the time we're living in. Okay? We know the time that we're living in. We know what's coming. This is more evident, man. That now is the high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Right, our salvation is very near. Okay? Our salvation is very near. We just gotta hold on and pass these few tests that the Lord got for us, man. Alright, which if you're of the elect, you're gonna pass regardless. Because the Lord's gonna make a way for us to escape this, man. Alright, because if we be of the elect, we're not gonna take this chip. We're not gonna be down with this image, this system, man. Okay? That's fashioned after the Romans. We're not gonna follow after the ways of the beast. Alright? Since the ancient Greek word for mark, charagma, isn't generally applied to people, some have taken this as a symbolic mark. But a literal mark needed to buy or sell is certainly conceivable and practical, right? It's a literal mark. It's not spiritual or symbolic. Like a symbolic mark would be what you read in Ezekiel 9, which that mark is totally different than the word mark here. Okay, give me a second. The technology to give people a mark that enables them to buy and sell in the electronic economy is available in the CBDC economy, right? There are many different ways it could happen, and such programs are proposed and tested constantly, right? And like, and you read an article, they said this thing's been ready since 2015. So you read in an article, all right? So, you know, with that, I'll end it there. Hopefully you brothers are edified with this lesson. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakha Kodash. Shalom.